Hey everyone, it's Amber, your superhero stylist. Today is June 15th, and I'm talking about some major Batman changes. In the past couple of weeks, DC has put out two books that are obviously very important to Batman history. We have Batman and Robin, issue number 1, and this is the Grant Morrison, Frank Quitely book, which is an ongoing. And then the following week, we got Batman 687, which is the regular Batman title. And that's led by writer Judd Winnick and new artist Ed Benes. So I think it's really important, and should be important to the editorial staff, that when they release books, they release them in the order in which you would want to read them. Because if you go to your shop weekly, are you necessarily going to wait until the following week in order to read the second book first? It doesn't make any sense. And that's what happens here. Batman and Robin issue 1 came out first, but it makes more sense to read 687 before that. If you didn't, you're not really losing anything, but you might be reading it and having some questions like, wow, that seemed fast. Look at everybody just easily adapted into their new roles as Batman and Robin. Well, it's because the transition is in Batman 687. So the Batman book itself, the title, has new creative team, Judd Winnick, Ed Benes, and when comparing the two books, comparing this to Batman and Robin, I'm actually kind of at a draw in a particular area, just like on the surface level. When it comes to writing, I prefer the Judd Winnick story right now because it's a really important issue. When it comes to artwork, I think Frank Quitely has a bit of an edge over Ed Benes. And it's not much, but I just think that when Ed Benes draws Dick Grayson as Nightwing, he's got a particular physique, and then he draws Dick Grayson in a Batman suit, and suddenly he's 3 times larger. And he's got, problems with the musculature, in my opinion. But when he draws Alfred and Wonder Woman, everybody's absolutely stunning. So I just think that artistically, the Batman and Robin book has a little bit of an edge. But here's why I think Batman 687 has better writing and a better story. For half a year, we've had to suffer through really schizophrenic writing assignments on the Batman books. It's, all of these guest writers that have appeared for 1 or 2 issues. Things just felt really awkward and disconnected and disjointed. So with 687, we've got our new team, and hopefully it's going to be this way for a while. And this issue feels so much more grounded. It feels very real. And a lot of times there's just nothing to relate to in comics because of the fantasy and the surrealism. But, I mean, at this point, we're looking at characters who are mourning Bruce Wayne. And if you don't get teary from this issue, then there's something wrong with you. It's a really just honest book, and I think it's beautifully done. The mantle is finally transitioned to Dick Grayson, and that's what's missing from Batman and Robin. It's just suddenly, boom, they're done. There they are. Batman and Robin also has a lot of Damian, a lot more Damian. I mean, he's fun, he shakes things up, he's a pain in the ass. But, I mean, it gets old really fast, in my opinion. He still acts like a super genius 2-year-old. So, when it comes to which one I'd rather read about, Damian's not winning it over for me. So I would say that if you only had budget for one of the books, I would shell out the extra $1 because it is a $3.99 cover price. But to me, the Batman title is a better book. So thanks for tuning in, and go ahead and flail me with your comments about how great Grant Morrison is. And be sure to subscribe before you log out.